Hello everybody, I'm forecaster Dustin Staples here with your Sunday forecast. Hope you're doing well wherever you may find yourself on this frosty Sunday. Out the door, it is definitely a cold one outside today. Do expect to see this eventually taper off as we go through the rest of this morning and into this afternoon. We'll eventually start to see our temperatures kind of get back to where we should be for this time of year, but starting things off in the 20s and 30s out the door. So burr, 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 as they say. Many of you are seeing we got 140 there outside of Cape Hatteras, but meanwhile, everybody is dealing with 20s. A lot of dry air now that's in place here because we're not seeing any moisture heading in our direction anytime soon. We're going to be pretty dry as we go out and about here, which explains why our dew points are in the 20s for most of you. Our radar, pretty quiet once again. Another similar story. You're thinking, wow, this looks just like yesterday's forecast, and you may be right, but the good news is that the only difference is that we're going to see less cloud cover until later on this evening. Other than that, this rainmaker is moving all the way across the south and southeast down towards Florida later today. That are expecting some severe thunderstorms as the storm is moving towards that general part of the region. Of course, the atmospheric rivering is continuing to cause major flooding concerns outside of San Diego down to LA. The mountains of the Sierra Nevadas are expecting several feet of snow, anywhere from between about 6 to 8 feet or more, as we go through the next couple of days. So all that winter weather is staying well out to the west. None of that is making its way eastward here. Winds are going to be coming out of the north and northeast for much of your today, coming in about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tomorrow morning, Monday, pretty breezy at times. So make sure the kids have got a windbreaker, yourself included, as you're heading out to work too. So make sure, again, it's a two-hand on the steering wheel kind of days, we like to call it around here. Mostly breezy conditions, northeast, anywhere from about 20 and 30 miles an hour. So a very, very cold day with the wind chill starting things out, and the temperatures in the 20s and 30s is going to feel more like the teens out there as these wind chills are coming into play. You kind of can see here the gusts the rest of this afternoon anywhere between 15 and 20, 30 miles an hour. The rest of tomorrow morning coming into the north and northeast. Here we are by midday already 25, 30, 35 mile per hour gusts. We're going to continue to be with this windy theme for much of Monday going into early Tuesday. We may even see possible higher gusts, 40 if not 45 miles an hour. So it is going to be very windy while the sun is shining. So very deceiving to say the least. The sun's out there, but those winds can feel a lot colder. Anywhere between today's highs are going to top out in the mid-50s. Again, less cloud cover than we saw yesterday, but later overnight we may see some streaks of clouds moving in from the west. Those will eventually kind of stay south of 264, Washington, Kinston, Greenville. Of course, by tomorrow morning, north of 264, when we're coming back on the air for a sunrise, you want to make sure you've got to pay attention to us. But again, it's going to feel very chilly out the door. Low to mid-50s is going to feel more like the mid-40s out there because of those northeasterly breezes. Now, we're talking about the storm system here the past few days. Don't get too excited about this. The only rain chance we're seeing is going to be so scarce to slim, if anything, maybe down towards Cape Fear, outside of Jacksonville there, along outside of Pender and Onslow counties. May see a sprinkle, some cloud cover along our coastal and inland areas for those folks, but meanwhile the remaining inland areas are going to stay cloud free with mostly clear skies along with these northeasterly breezes. But again, today a sunny sky at times. Highs today getting up in the mid-50s. A good afternoon to take advantage of it. Go fly a kite, why not? Lows tonight are going to fall back down in the 30s. A few 20s out there, making it feel like the mid-20s tomorrow morning thanks to those northwesterly breezes. After a frosty start today, we'll eventually start to cool things down by Wednesday. Again, these temperatures are going to feel more like the 40s thanks to these higher gusts possible over that, but we have a warming trend coming into play. Our next chance of rain may even come back into Saturday of next week with mid-60s for your daytime highs.